Good morning, Grandmama.
Good morning, everyone. Election day.
Praise the
Voting
Lord, it's
day.
over.
But you know what? Roy and I have been voted for several weeks, so you know it's all right. Doesn't affect. We don't get into those crowds. We don't do that. But we are cooking today, and I've got to cook our lunch. And I said, well, you know what? I'll just bring them right along with me, and just let them see how I fix mine and Roy's lunch sometimes. This is. Let me get my tongs so I don't touch them with my fingers. This is pork steak right here. And if you don't know what pork steak is, it's kind of like, this is more like a chop. Pork steak comes off the shoulder. I'm right, honey? Mm-hmm. Yeah, pork steak comes off the shoulder. Now, this is a true piece of pork steak right here. This one is more like a chop, but it's down toward the end of the shoulder, so it's got more fat on it. And you can see this one is also not a chop, but we call it pork steak. I'm probably confusing y'all, but it's just the end of the shoulder, and we really like it. Sometimes we like it better than we do the pork chop. But I'm just going to pan fry these today. I'm not going to put a batter on them. I'm just going to pan fry them. And the way I do that, I just put salt and pepper. I've got some bacon grease in my pan behind me, my cast iron skillet. And I'm just going to put salt, pepper. I don't even think I'm going to put any garlic on these. Now, you can, after you pan fry them, you can put barbecue sauce. You can what kind of seasoning. You can do like a tomato sauce. You can do like hot sauce. But we just kind of like ours plain sometimes. Now when I get it to the table, I may put a little barbecue sauce on it. I don't know. But we're having this, and we're having a treat today. Roy went to the garden yesterday, and my pan is not quite hot enough, so I'm going to put this right back here. Wipe this off, because the little piece fell on my... You know what? For those of y'all that don't like... I'll get a clean one, okay? Because I'm going to be cutting my... eggplant, y'all. What is this? Japanese eggplant? Mm-hmm. Okay. He went to the garden yesterday, and our garden has been gone for since summertime. But he found 2 eggplants. And so I said, honey, you want some fried eggplant? He said, yeah, that would be good. So we're having fried eggplant. Now I'm using, it is going to be gluten-free, but not low carb, because I'm using flour on it. I'm using gluten-free flour. And I use Bob's Red Mill, or I use, usually when I fry, I use King Arthur gluten-free flour. But when I bacon, usually I use the Bob's Red Mill bacon gluten-free flour. So my granddaughter, my grandson's wife, Liz, has had celiac ever since she was like a teenager. And she's got 2 kids now and expecting our 3rd great-grandchild, third one from them. But anyway, she has had to be gluten-free for all these years. And so I get a lot of tips from Kurt, because he's the cook in the family. So I get a lot of tips from him on what to use. And so, because they've been married like, I don't know, 10 years, 12 years. And so he knows a lot of things that I don't know about gluten-free. All right, my grease is hot. I can smell it and I feel it behind me. So I'm just going to put my chops in my skillet. Uh-oh. Still, it's not good enough. That's okay. I'll do 3, then I'll do my 4th one after these get done. We're also, so we're having pork steak, pan fried. We're having green beans. Let me turn my burner on here. And I'm going to put a little bit of bacon grease in my green beans. I've already got a little bit in there, but I'm going to put a little bit more. That was probably a tablespoon, maybe 2. Now this is some green beans that I canned this summer. These are more like Italian green beans, because they're the flat ones like that. So I thought, you know what? Green beans, pork steak, and fried eggplant would be delicious. All right, now in my green beans, I'm gonna put like that's about a teaspoon of garlic, minced garlic. Okay, I'm going to put some salt. Now this is just to taste. Don't overdo it, because I did salt them whenever I canned them. Okay, so I'm not putting as much as I would. All right, now the way I do my, if I hadn't salted it. All right, the way I do my eggplant, these Japanese ones, they're the long ones. So I just cut them in pieces like that, slice them down the middle, and yeah, I got my deep fryer on, and I just cut them in like half moons. That's the way we like them. Now, if you like yours smaller, you can cut it again like that. But we just like ours this way. And I did peel this one because when you get an egg, when you go out and you find an eggplant, the peeling is a little tough. It's not like it is in the spring or early summer. So I did peel it because I did not want my peeling to be too bitter, nor did I want it to be tough. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull the garlic, just a little bit. Probably, that's a half a teaspoon. I'm going to put pepper. That's probably a quarter of a teaspoon. This is pink Himalayan salt. My grandson told me the other day, he said, Grandma, get you some Redmond's real salt. And so, I should have used it. John Brown, he sent me he brought me a little Ziploc bag to church Sunday with some in it. I should have used that. I'll use it next time. Okay. He said, I want you to use it and see how you like it. So, and I should have used it today. All right.
What is that, about 2.5 cups of
eggplant?
3 cups?
Yeah. Probably, I can measure it for
No,
you.
you don't have to do that. Just
Yeah,
estimate.
probably maybe 2.5, 3 cups.
2.5 cups.
All right. Now, I'm going to put some buttermilk. Now, this is whole buttermilk. I'm not going to put much. Just a little bit, because I want it to, making sure they weren't cooking too fast. I want it to, a little bit on there so my flour will stick to it better. Well, I missed that one. Okay. All right. Get that buttermilk off my hand. Now, this is about 3/4 of a cup of flour, and I may not use it all because I don't want a heavy coating on it. Okay. I think my grease is ready behind me. Okay. All right, that's about a half a cup of gluten-free flour. You want a good coating, but I don't want mine really, just so thick. All right. Let me get all this off my hand. When I'm doing several things at one time, it kind of gets confused. Not confusing, but all right. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Okay. Let me turn my green beans up. They're not, they are on. They're just not coming up to temp very well. Now, the way I'm going to cook these, I'm just going to let all that water cook out. And just not brown them, but just fry them down a little bit. And that's how I'm going to do my beans. All right, let me put my, oh yeah. Let me turn this light on. You want to get over here, baby? Okay. And I'm not going to crowd my pans. I want them to stay separate. So I'm just doing them, dropping them like one at a time. And I'll drop probably a third of them. Then I'll do another, what we call batch. Mom always said, let's do a batch of this. We're going to do a batch of okra or whatever. Okay. That's one batch. Okay. All right. I'm going to let this cook till it browns. I'm going to let my pork steak keep cooking. And my green beans are beginning to come up. So we'll bring y'all back in just a few minutes when all this is going good. Alright, that was my second batch. This is my third batch. And all my food is going to be coming off, and I want to show you something.
Grandmama, you're not going to let them see that.
This is funny, y'all.
You heating water on top of your pork?
Yes. One of my pork chops wanted to curl up a little bit. So,
You
what I
flattened
did,
it.
I put my kettle
Grandmama.
of water.
Grandmama.
Well, now, listen, a lot of people use another cast iron skillet to put on top of it. Well, my kettle was sitting right there, so I just decided I'd put my kettle on it.
You're supposed to have an old iron, cast iron ironing.
I don't have one, and I don't have one that you put on bacon. So, because you can buy them just to put on bacon, that will flatten it. So, y'all, let me tell you something. These taste like French fries. I don't know. Roy says it's because they were mature out in the garden.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, I had to put a little bit more salt on it. But it's like eating, and the consistency of it is like eating a potato, a French fry. So you can have, if you go out in your garden in October and you find a couple of eggplants, cook them, don't throw them away. So,
Well, most of the time people pick them before they're mature.
yeah.
And they're soft inside. But if you'll let them mature in the garden, even in spring and summer, and then you don't have to put flour on them. You just salt and maybe a little garlic and fry them like a French fry.
If I had known that, I would not have put flour on these. I would have just cooked them like French fries.
And it's a low carb load, low gluten.
Yes, yes. And
glycemic load
I would have not had the carbs
food.
Of the flour, of the gluten-free flour.
Yeah.
So, all right. My chops, I want y'all to look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? All right. Now, if you want some good gravy, I'm not going to make gravy today because we don't need it. But now, this would make really delicious gravy. So, all right, y'all. I want to show you something. Look at this food.
Now that's a southern meal.
That eggplant, green beans, pork steak.
And got some coleslaw in the
Y'all,
refrigerator.
I wish y'all were here
Ooh,
to help me eat this.
this is southern eating.
Y'all,
Tell them about this again.
tastes just like French fries. Just like French fries. Tastes just like potato.
You have to let them mature. You can't let them get real old because they'll get pithy inside. But if you want them to have a French fry texture, you have to let them mature into a long.
I hate to mess up this plate.
Whoa, that is good.
Wow.
Now, the only carbs involved here, or only glycemic load involved, is the flour that's sprinkled on these. So if you're watching your carbs or your glycemic load, just eat 5 of these. Don't eat half the plate, and you'll be fine because there's no carb load in anything else.
Okay, y'all. Wow. Look, this is our lunch. You want to get coleslaw out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna taste one of these green beans.
Now she's got a video. She just made this coleslaw day before yesterday.
I put the video on yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. It is so good.
All right. A little bit of coleslaw.
These things, mine.
Because you need a little bit of salad. Okay.
And she didn't even put any garlic on that.
All right, baby. Yeah, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I
Okay.
sprinkled it. I didn't put any on my pork steak.
Oh, okay.
All right. I could just eat these.
Well, you pretty well are.
And these green beans, these are some I can this year.
There's nothing tough about this pork chop. Nothing dried out. It's the best way to cook them.
If you do not put bacon grease and garlic in your green beans, you are missing out. What kind of beans are those, baby? I know they're flat beans.
Roma too.
Roma 2s, okay. For you out there that grow a garden, Roma 2. All right.
Wow.
Now, pork steak is not dry like a pork chop. A pork chop can be dry, but pork steak isn't.
Pork steak is great in a barbecue dish too if you want to put barbecue sauce on.
Y'all,
Again now, the glycemic load, unless you just eat 2 cups of that, of these, is going to be around 5. If you eat 5, 6, 7 of those. Because it's just the flour.
okay. I wish y'all were my neighbors. I'd sure invite you in because we are having, this is delicious. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart.
Just
God
keep
feeds
talking,
the
baby.
soul. You know, I'm fixing to get my own plate. That's what I'm fixing to do. All right. We love y'all. Appreciate all your comments. Appreciate all of your support. And y'all, when I went to bed Saturday night, I had 29,994 subscribers.
Wonderful.
I woke up, now this is just me. I woke up about 3 o'clock, and I keep my phone right by my bed. So I put my glasses on, and I hit my phone, and I had 30,012 subscribers. And today I've got like 30,200 or something. So y'all are really subscribing, and I really appreciate it. Y'all are really supporting me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
What was the name of the lady who recognized it?
Don't
had one-
don't ask me that.
One
I
viewer
know. One viewer. Go ahead, baby.
that called that 30,000 just like that. and
Before
sent her
I even
congratulations.
knew it, I
Yeah.
looked at her comment because they all pop up. She said, "Congratulations on 30,000." So she knew it before I did. So, all right, love y'all, and we will see y'all next time.